It's still the first week of January. I think it's the 5th of January. It's supposed to get fairly cold in the next few days toward a week. I don't know if it's gonna push the ice back on, but it's you know, it'll probably cut off a pattern like this at least. Because even though Delaware ponds and lakes and whatnot are not really deep, for these fish to be this shallow is basically because the weather has warmed and the sun has been out, just warming up this some of these parts of the lake, and that has kicked the food chain off. And here we are. I think we're gonna go back to that bay over there, work our way around. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, sunny people, y'all with me? Let's get it. These turtles kind of showing up. They're typically where the warmer water is, so that's kind of where I've been. I'm taking the Lindner, what is it, 80% or 90% of the fish are in 50% of the lake. So I'm taking that approach, and I actually started on the deeper half of the lake and didn't really see much, didn't really do much. Saw a couple turtles, but nothing like now, which I took for a sign that the water on that side of the lake is just not too warm. I'm seeing more here, and it's shallower here, so I'm taking the back half of the lake and seeing what I can see with it, and hoping and seeing signs, and that's that helps to actually see signs of life, see some bait move, see some tails flip and get bit. So it does help, especially when you're on a new body of water in the middle of winter, or at least in the beginning of winter. That was a good cast. Thing about it, I would not find these fish unless I was casting. I'm pretty sure it's too shallow here for me to be able to have trolled these fish, in my experience, because it's not deep. So just hunting for these fish, casting some type of search bait, or you know, not too much search baiting in January, because you don't know if they're gonna bite that search bait. Wow, I saw that one come out and get it. Another crop. That's a decent crappie. That's a really decent crappie. That's a really decent crappie. It's the biggest crappie of the day. Phew. I mean, he's letting me know he's the biggest crappie of the day. That's a big crappie, sunny people. I saw him come out and smoke it. Heavy crappie, thick, big old. Look how big he is across the back. Nothing wrong with that crappie. Nothing wrong with that crappie. Watch you flop on me. That crappie is 11 3/4 inches. Over 11 3/4 inches. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing down the gullet. We're gonna let him go. Bye, big boy. Thank you. There. In here. Oh, it's another crappie. Yep. It's another nice crappie. Turning my kayak around. Yeah, you are. Not as big as your last one. Woo. Hello. Oh, you not small. I said not as big, but I mean, you're not a small crappie. Come on, buddy. Give it up. Okay, let's try it this way. There we go. Yeah, that's a 11-inch crappie. At the very least. Big old crop. Turn my whole boat around. Beautiful. You're having a good day, sunny people. Started out slow, just didn't know where they were. We know now. See if we have any over here. Yep. Some over here as well. Bluegill. Bluegill's on this side. Hello. Oh man, that was a beast getting that up. That's a nice bluegill. Ow. Okay. Nice bluegill. Beautiful bluegill. Beautiful. I like the copper in it. Goldy orange. I love it. They have torn this thing to shreds. They have torn this bait to ribbons. We're gonna flip it and see if they keep biting it. I have always liked this color in cold weather. I have said that on Texas Fishing Forum and anybody who would listen, basically. That bluegill color in winter and early spring will do the job. I like it in these grubs like this and on tubes. They're not over there. Let's see if they're over there. I don't think they will be. I'd have to go back to my spot. Yeah, I think I'll go back to the spot. Or at least turn me around. I think I'll just go ahead and get another plastic out. Not quite. What is that? Bluegill. It's a red ear? It's a red ear. Mouth is a bit deformed. Buddy, you be strong. Thank you. Nice red ear. Thank you very much. See if there's anything over here. Yes, there is. Crap. Yeah, crap. Not a bad one either. Boy. Oh, buddy. Jehoshaphat. Nope, not a bad one. There we go. Not a bad one. Thank you. Bye-bye. Let's catch another one, sunny folk. Moved under this scummy stuff. Yeah, he did. Big bluegill, spinner. Spinner. Ouch. I mean, this bluegill is thick. That bluegill is thick. You're gonna be somebody in summertime, spring and summer. That bluegill was thick. Pattern 2 or pattern B, whatever you want to call it, was that I was in the back of the lake or the pond where the creek comes in to make the pond, and there were this big super shallow flat to one side that was like 6 to 8 inches, and then there was the creek channel and the little deeper side of that flat. And man, oh man, in that channel, they were in there. They were stacked in there. I mean, it was crazy. And it was like I was telling Sonny K, it was similar to when I went to Killen's Pond and my footage corrupted. It was similar to that, except the Killen's Pond, that delta has a pretty much hard sandy bottom. Over here at Chipman, it's a more decomposed debris type bottom and mud bottom, so it's not nearly as hard, and it's a little bit, at least where I was catching them, was deeper. Killen's has that delta that's 1 to 2.5 feet. 1 to 2.5 feet all the way around on that delta. Shipment has, like I said, 6 inches, and it just the creek channel makes a 3 foot or 2.5 or 2 to 3 foot drop on one side of the inlet right there. And they were on the inlet side, and they weren't really super aggressive like they were at Killen's. They weren't really super aggressive, but they were aggressive enough that it was a bite on almost every cast. And it was a no, you know, it wasn't a super hard yank the rod out of your hand bite. Most of the time it was let it fall to the bottom, watch your line, taking the line of semi-slick line line and, you know, set the hook. It's pretty much what it was. Don't get me wrong, the bluegills, they did, you know, bite it pretty hard on a taut line, but the crappie were watching it fall and picking it up off the bottom, or you would watch it fall, leave it there for a little bit, pick it up, swim it a little bit, and maybe they bite then, or let it fall back again, and there they were. So the crappie, that was a different type of bite, and I was only pretty much catching them on that micro jig, 1/64th ounce with a 1-inch curly tail in the bluegill color. So that was different as well. But yeah, I mean, it was a good day. I mean, that's one of the better days that I've had in January. I feel like I've said that either last year or the year before, but